So it's early afternoon and we are on the road. I thought I'd just take this opportunity to let you know why we are on the road and where we are going and what we're doing. Whilst I was in Wales, I had a very interesting email in my inbox arrive that I couldn't really work out whether it was quite genuine or not. But after reading the email, as I'll show you on screen, it was of a couple that were asking me to go out to their, I was to find out, a large estate where they've been having some sort of big cat activity. Sightings personally of their own, sightings from people that are on the estate, and also animals going missing. And we're not talking about, you know, a few chickens. So after I'd actually phoned the lady and met up with her, she gave me the rundown again verbally that it was to be kept confidential. I think we got some pretty good evidence as it is, and whilst it's still fresh in the back of my mind, I thought I'd put this first. Get out and do a bit of bushwhacking and maybe stay up there for a certain amount of weeks over weekend periods to get the most out of it. So, as I say, it's about an hour and 40 minutes away, so I shall check in with you when I get there. Definitely dog. It's got claws coming out of it. We're starting to lose all the leaf cover, so it's going to make my job a lot easier to try and find evidence, because you can walk right past something that's hidden up, but all the leaves gone, it makes a very loud noise on the floor, leaf litter. So, but cats are very quiet, so it's a bloody tricky one. I'm going to try and get myself a bit of a base camp set up here. So we're nice and clear in here. It's quite shielded by any sort of wind elements and that. I'm going to set up a tarp slash sort of natural A-frame shelter. I'm going to get some material out of the wood here and build a frame to put my tarp over, and that's where I'll spend the next 3 nights. Yeah. So here we have it, home for the next 3 days. Right, I've got to put this poncho inside as a floor. So I had a pretty decent sleep this morning basically. Slept right up till about 2:30 this afternoon. And I'm back out now, just the opposite side of where I was videoing yesterday. So basically staking it out with my night vision binoculars. So this is where I'd have been the opposite side. Just through these trees, that other woodland there is where I'm staying. Seems a lot longer walking here than it looks on the binoculars. Last night I did get a bit digi. When I was sitting in that little hiding space, I could rewind my mind back to the noises I heard back over in Cuckoo Wood. So asking the professionals down at the Big Cat Sanctuary what they thought of the audio and the prints. The prints and the audio is what they found most appealing. So the audio is the bread and butter of it. That's what they like the most. They said the first part could possibly be a fox, like everyone else has been saying. But if you take the time to listen to the last few vocals, the last 4 or 5 vocals, it sounds dead on for a mountain lion. Being up the Big Cat Sanctuary has done me the world of good. I've seen the creatures, studied their behaviour, and I've been with some professionals that have given me some tips and some tricks. I'm no way, shape or form, big cat expert, zoological scientist, or even an expert tracker. But with the evidence I have got already, and I've showed to the Big Cat Sanctuary, all of the professional people there that are that. They are professionals, they are zoological experts, big cat experts, and they are trackers from abroad. New Zealand one comes from, and he spent his whole entire life studying it. And that audio I caught in the wood that night at Cuckoo Wood, I'll replay it again in a minute and just give it some better audio from the laptop when I get home. I'll play it on an overlay. You just listen to them last 4 or 5 vocals again. That big cat expert said that's in no doubt a mountain lion, puma or cougar, whatever one you want to call it. He said he's dead cert on that. Fucking hell. What the fucking hell is that noise? What the fucking hell? Tell you what I've just found, some really odd tracks. They're by no measure like the tracks I found last time. I don't even know what these are. Just spin you around 1 second. That's odd. Another one there. There's like 3 toes. Another one there. And there's one off to the side here. It's quite a big indentation, that. Sheep shit. It's 3 big toes, unless we're missing one here. And the pad is right, or the bottom part of the foot is right on top of the toes. I'm not even going to start to say, well, I surmise it to be a big cat. If you're watching this and you think you know what that is, you let me know, because I don't know what that is. But there's some more soft earth up there, so I'm going to have a quick look, see if there's anything more to see. Can't have been anything made from last night though, because I was scanning this whole area last night and I never see anything. I would be in that wood there. That's where I am, camped out. This is the easiest area to use the night vision binocular on, because I can get a great field of view. Obviously all the sheep down there are grazing, and we've got some sheep this side as well, and I can keep an eye well over here the more you zoom in, the more distorted it sort of gets over a long area. There's more sheep there. I'm just going to quickly show you as to why I don't think this was animal theft when these sheep are going missing on a yearly basis. I'll just show you, try and get up to a couple. Now I can't see animal thieves coming down here like John Wayne and roping them to their horse and riding away. Right, let me just show you. Watch this. No, they're not having none of it. So anyway, before it does get dark, because she is going away, the reason why I do night vision on sheep fields and stuff is because the sheep can tell you a lot. And I don't mean having a chat with you during the night, I mean if they all bunch together and start to run around in a bit of a flock, you know that something's not right. You know, there could possibly be a large predator or a human nearby, something that's giving them the jitters. But it's definitely a lot colder this afternoon. I really wished I'd put my body warmer in, to be honest, but I've got a top layer of thermals and I have got a little fleece in my backpack, but the fleece is nothing to do with the sheep. This is a very sobering reminder of the dangers of wild camping. Do not do it under the influence of alcohol. Make sure someone knows where you are and you've got a bloody mobile phone. Good morning. I was snug as a bug in a rug again. However, I did have to wrap up my binoculars fairly early last night because it started bucketing it down. So I lost 3 or 4 hours of darkness, but means I got a little bit more sleep. I'm going to spend the rest of the last day today going over and putting some plaster of Paris in the footprints that we found yesterday, all providing that the rain ain't washed them away. And I'm going to set some sand traps. I've got some sand in the van that I'm going to go back down and dump my bags off and all this kit. And then in my rucksack I'll chuck a couple of bags of small bags, 2 or 3 kilo bags of sand, and I'm going to scatter them across the game trails to see if when we come back next week, see if we find any unusual prints that shouldn't be here, i.e. not deer, not badger, not fox, not squirrel. I can go on and on and on. at least it stopped raining. Tried to focus last night on filming some of the water holes at night time just to see if anything was coming down to have a drink. I did find out though that the big large cats that are out there wild don't rely on lots and lots of water. So if there is not that much water about, it doesn't seem to do them a great deal of issues. They seem to get most of their sort of water nourishment from their prey. Their bodies over time has adapted to do that. And the experts at the Big Cat Sanctuary said when a cat drinks, it will sit there looking. So it's got a field of view all the time. It won't sit with its head down drinking, it will sit with it tilted slightly so it can get a whole view of what's around it, prey or potential threat. So I'm going to set some camera traps up here and check them in a few weeks' time. Also I'm going to use a sand trap method. It's something we use for mink hunting, where we can use it on the side of a riverbank or on a flotation platform to see if mink are coming off and on and how many mink we have in the area. If it can work for a small mammal, surely it can work for a big mammal. As always, a big thank you for watching this episode. I'm going to take them prints off the hillside with some plaster of Paris. I'll let you know how they turn out. Please join me on my next video. The cabin roof is broken at the moment, so I'm going to have to fix that. It's leaking badly. So that's on my jobs to do when I get back. And also my next video, join me on I'm going to be using a Hobart swag. So I'll be camping like a hobo for 2 or 3 days, shooting my own dinner, cooking on a campfire. See you then.